With me this morning are Commissioners Duffley, Hughes, and McKissick. In compliance with State Government Ethics Act, I remind members of the Commission of our duty to avoid conflicts of interest and inquire at this time as to whether any member of the Commission has a known conflict with respect to matters coming before us this morning. All right, the record will reflect that no conflicts have been identified, so we will proceed with Public Staff Item 1.
Good morning, Michelle Boswell, Public Staff Accounting. Item P1 is docket number E22 sub 659. It's an application of DENC for approval of an inventory purchase and sale agreement between DENC and a future solar affiliate. Public Staff recommends approval subject to the conditions set forth herein.
Approval of the staff recommendation.
I'll second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Are there any questions? Discussion on that motion? All right, hearing none, all in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Is there anyone opposed? All right, that motion carries. All right, we will move now to Public Staff Item 2.
Good morning, Darius Cofield, the Public Staff Accounting Division. Item P2, docket number E22, sub 671, a filing by DENC for approval of an affiliate service agreement with DPHI for DPHI to provide utility infrastructure services and federal utility energy services for DENC's federal customers. Also, page 2 of the order should say November the 20th, not November the 13th. With that change, the public staff recommends that the commission accepts the agreement between DPHI and DENC subject to the conditions set forth in the proposed order.
Move approval with,
Move approval of staff recommendation. Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. One question before I call for the vote. Did you indicate the docket number is E2 sub 671 or 681?
Sub 671.
671. Okay, I misheard you then. All right, that's my notes reflect 671 as well. All right, any questions, discussion on that motion? Okay, all in favor indicate with an eye.
aye.
Is there anyone opposed? All right, that motion carries. All right, next up, Public Staff Item 3.
Morning. Good morning, David Williamson, member of the Public Staff's Energy Division. Item 3 is a request by Duke Energy Carolinas and Duke Energy Progress to modify their existing residential smart saver energy efficiency programs. The modifications are being made to address federal baseline changes for HVAC equipment and to expand availability to multifamily residential customers. Public staff has reviewed these modification requests and recommends the commission approve these modifications as filed. For clarity, though, I would like to note that the proposed order filed in these dockets on October 11th, 2023 is slightly different than the attached proposed order submitted for your consideration today. The only difference between the two is the addition of the language noting the presentation of this item during today's staff conference.
Move approval of staff recommendation.
I'll second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Are there any questions or discussion on that motion? All right, hearing none, all in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Is there anyone opposed? All right, that motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Williamson. All right, next up, we've got Public Staff Item 4.
Good morning, Sonia Johnson, Public Staff Accounting Division. Item P4 is docket number G5 sub 664. It's an application of PSNC for approval of a corporate reorganization pursuant to North Carolina General Statute 62-111 and Rule R1-5, resulting in PSNC becoming a wholly owned direct subsidiary of a new holding company, which is Fall North Carolina Holdco. Public staff recommends approval of the agenda item as described and reflected in the proposed order provided to the public, to the commission staff.
Move approval of staff recommendation.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Questions or discussion on that motion? All right, hearing none, all in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Is there anyone opposed? All right, that motion carries. All right, Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Commission has before us our minutes of the November 20th staff conference for approval.
Second.
All right, those discussion on the motion or the minutes, or all in favor indicate with an eye. Is there anyone opposed? All right, those minutes are approved. Any additional business for the commission this morning? All right, hearing none, we'll be adjourned. Thank you very much, everybody.